You guys, it's Friday. It's Friday.
Ascensor. ¿Dónde está el ascensor?
It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday.
Cuarto.
Let's get into the jeans. They're really, really nice. Really, really nice.
Stop it. Get some help.
The teacher bay controversy. Apparently there's this whole community of teachers. I'm gonna say that with quotations, okay? Because I don't know what their credentials really are, but they're posting all of these type of seductive pictures on social media, of them in classrooms. And so while these pictures might be something you normally see on Instagram, on TikTok, is it something you want your children seeing in the classrooms? And that is the big controversy going on right now with these teachers who are posting these type of pictures up on social media. And not only posting them on social media, this is what they're wearing to schools and in the classrooms. Now, this is not the first teacher, and unfortunately, I'm sure it's not the last to get backlash about the way she dresses. And I'm saying that unfortunately because there would be more that dress like this, because I don't agree with it personally. And the thing is, who are they doing this for? Why are they doing this in the schools? They're supposed to be teaching their curriculum. They're supposed to be making sure their students know how to read, write, do math, all that stuff. But they seem to have this preoccupation with the way they look, what they're wearing, and how they're dressed. Case in point, this teacher right here, she makes videos and the titles are called Spanish of the Day. So in these videos, she's teaching the students little bits of Spanish. But if we look at these videos, it's more than obvious that she's just not teaching Spanish. She's showing off her body. Okay, let's just call it like it is, people. I'm tired of people acting like something is something else. She obviously chose these outfits for herself and she knew what type of video she was going to do. So she's choosing skin tight outfits. She's choosing outfits that are low cut in the front to show off her tatas, all right? And she's, turning around, showing off her butt. It doesn't take a genius to realize that she's trying to entice someone with these videos. And another thing I found disturbing about these videos is that this is kind of like her call to action to the students for them to join her class, basically asking them, who's going to come join me this course and learn Spanish with me? This is what you get to see while you're here. That's just my opinion on the situation, because if I had a student and they had a teacher who did videos like this trying to entice them to be in her class, I would be very concerned. But there are some people who are downplaying the way these teachers are dressing, and their argument is pretty much this: these parents need to be worried about the curriculum and what their kids are being taught, not being taught, and the school system as a whole, rather than the way a certain teacher is dressed. Case in point, this woman right here who says she used to be a teacher and shares some of her experience as a teacher and the way she views this whole situation.
Good morning. I know everybody is so caught up right now in the teacher bae conversation, and the teacher is sexy. She calling herself teacher bae. She got on a pencil skirt. She got on a sheer skirt. No, it's not a pencil skirt. It's a bodycon. Bodycon versus pencil skirt. And that's fine or whatever. And all the think pieces talking about she's dressing like that to impress little boys. And I want to get y'all something to think about. Did y'all know that she may be trying to dress like that to impress the men? Y'all do know there are men educators too, right? And if y'all don't listen to the Teachers After Dark podcast, y'all know teachers be hunching, right? All you women that have men, husbands, significant others that are educators and they work at the schoolhouse where they have a plethora of what y'all think be going on up there, huh? Don't let them be walking around there smelling good, looking good with the gray sweatpants on. Do y'all not think y'all sing y'all husbands? Do y'all not know what be happening up there? I want to do a survey to ask the women that have been married to educators, how many times you done caught your man cheating with one of his coworkers, huh?
Okay, so basically this woman is saying, y'all don't know half the stuff that be going on up in the schools with them teachers, okay? She's talking about all the raunchy stuff that be going on between the teachers. So really the parents shouldn't be too concerned about the teacher dressing a certain way and their children looking at it. But instead, the parents should be concerned more about the teachers messing with the teachers or messing with their spouse, okay?
I want to do a survey to ask the women that have been married to educators, how many times you done caught your man cheating with one of his coworkers, huh? When I was a baby teacher, a baby teacher, I worked with this fine coach. Oh my God, he was so fine. We had this weird, outside the schoolhouse relationship going on. But inside the schoolhouse, we be flirting and carrying on. Really professional, keep it cute at school. And he would be on some Christian grade. I want to see you wear this. I want to see you in this. I want to see you in. And I would do it for him because it was fun.
Just really messy. So it's really no surprise that this woman is in support of how this teacher dresses around students. From her point of view, that should be the least of the parents' concern. Because as we heard her explain, she had a relationship with a coach when she was a teacher. They did that little strange stuff off the clock, but then they also flirted while at school. So let her tell it, the way this teacher is dressing should be the least of these parents' concerns. But the next thing she talked about, I will have to kind of agree with her on, and you guys let me know if you agree with her or not.
Now, another thing that's sending me from the comments is a number of you guys in the comment section talking about you are calling the school or you have already called the school to report this teacher. I am like, wow, y'all got energy to call the school? So ironic that today a TikTok memory popped up and it was me talking about this was the 5th year anniversary, so today will make 6, that Texas approved African American Studies as a course in Texas public high school, and how a lot of the school districts, the parents of those school districts were going down to their school boards demanding that they offer the course, and how so many school districts, especially those around me, hadn't said a peep, baby, even after teachers have offered to write the curriculum for them. All right, why aren't y'all calling the school acting a fool about that? Why aren't y'all calling the schools asking why have they given the custodians a 2-minute time limit per classroom to clean the classrooms and sanitize them for your kids? Why y'all not calling down to the schoolhouse complaining about the overcrowded classroom? The kids sitting in algebra 9 classes with a sub with 50-something kids in there. Why y'all not calling down to the school complaining about that? Y'all got the energy to call down to the schoolhouse to try to get a teacher fired because of what she got on? Accusing her of being a predator? Bro, y'all are wild. Y'all are wild.
So I feel like she did make some good points there. It's too often that people want to get up on their high horse and act like, oh, this person is just doing too much and how dare them do this at a school. But at the same time, these same parents are probably not up at the school causing an uproar about the curriculum because they're probably not involved in their children's school life. They probably don't even know what's going on. And the only reason why they probably found out about this teacher is through social media. And speaking of social media, there's another self-proclaimed teacher bae who spends a lot of time on social media during her lunches at school and after school on her Fridays. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the content she posts and then I'll chime back in.
It's your favorite, Miss Evans, and of course I had to come back and give you guys an outfit of the day. So really fast, frames, Amazon hair, Miss Evans, okay, because I do my own hair, I save money, okay, necklace, choker, whatever you want to call it, girl, I got it from Amazon. Go get you one. Fendi on the earrings, Chanel brooch. Look at this little cute two-piece from Marshall's, girl. $29.99. Budget, clock that. It's so cute, so comfortable. Like, oh, I love it. Expensive jewels, of course.
So let me tell you guys what I think is really disturbing about this teacher bae, okay, and her post. And honestly, I don't feel comfortable saying teacher bae because I feel like those two words shouldn't even be put into the same sentence, but that's neither here nor there. The thing about her post is that she's pushing materialism on children, okay, and she's pushing it hard. She's pushing all these name brands. She's pushing expensive jewelry. Now she's saying, oh, I do my own hair, I'm all about saving and whatever she said. No, but then you bust out this Chanel brooch, which cost about $400 to $500. And then you talk about these Fendi earrings that you have on, which can range from $150 to $280. And that's if they're used. For new ones, we're talking about $400 or more for some earrings. So seriously, she's literally teaching these children that value comes from buying all this expensive crap from these companies that are making more money than the children she's teaching will probably ever have the opportunity to come even close to making.
Perfume of the day, Louis Vuitton. Belt, Gucci. Oh, the perfume, girl. Mind Games. And it was a $400 bottle. I don't know if I really like it though. You try it out. You let me know, sis. I don't know, but we'll talk about that later. All right, and I got my Chanel bag because who's changing their bags every day?
When people throw money at these companies, Chanel, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all these companies that never contribute anything back to the communities that they live in. These companies are using your money to take care of their families. They're taking care of these companies' families, okay? They're giving them generational wealth. They're sending their kids to college. You're sending their kids to private schools, giving their kids more opportunities because they keep shoving all this money to them just to show off to other people that you have something with the name brand on it. That's something I could just never understand personally. Do what you want with your money. That's you. You know, we can't take it with us at the end of the day, but it's just something I could never bring myself to do. Now, maybe you might say, oh, because you're poor. Okay. Well, you know, I'm not rich, so maybe that's why too. I guess I can't really talk because I'm not in the shoes of someone who just has money to blow. But a lot of these people, you know, we see these rappers and we see these hip hop artists, we see these women on Instagram, they're showing off all these purses, they're showing off all these name brands. They're not rich either, but they're finding a way to throw the money at these companies that already have this huge amount of wealth, and it's just okay. And you know, they always say, oh, never say never. You know, people say a lot of things, okay? But I feel like I'm old enough to know that that's not something I would be doing. That's just not how I roll. Well, you guys, let me know how you feel about this whole teacher bae phenomenon. Do you feel like teachers should be able to dress how they want? Or do you feel like some of these women are being singled out because they are just thicker, and then so the clothes that they choose to wear seem a bit more provocative than they were if they were on someone a little thinner with less curves? There's so many different opinions on the situation. Let me know what you think down below. If you enjoy my content, please remember to leave this video a like, and if you're new here, subscribe.